Nice.
Can I talk to you for a moment? I have a favor to ask. Something rather personal. I want to thank you again for recovering the Wonder Medicine. It meant a lot to me. But disposing of Vash's reagents isn't enough to solve the medical supply shortage. Many of my patients can't be seen promptly, and my stock of medicine is running low. Thanks to you, the route to the overworld through the furnace core has reopened. I'd like to use it to return to the surface and see if I can get some help. I knew you'd be interested. Remember my adoptive parents I mentioned to you a while ago? After the reopening of the furnace core passage, I had an idea. I wrote a letter and asked Sampo to deliver it to my parents' old address. I didn't have high hopes, but amazingly, Sampo brought me my mother's reply. That's exactly what I thought when I got her letter. Mom said they still live at the old house, but they're not working on the front lines anymore. They should still have some connections in the medical school and the hospital, though. If I'm lucky, maybe I can convince them to send extra medical supplies to the underworld. Of course, that's not the only reason for me to go back to the surface. I can't wait to visit my parents again. And I can tell from my mom's letter that they feel the same. If possible, I would like you to go with me. Wonderful. That's such a relief. I've sent another letter to my mom telling her to find us near Fountain Plaza. Don't worry, I know my way around the administrative district.
It's getting late. Where to now?
This place doesn't seem to have changed much from what I remember. Oh, there you are. Sorry, I got distracted watching the crowds. Look at the busy flow of people. Life in the overworld carries on as usual, as if nothing has happened. We're a little early. I've got an idea. I want to buy my mom a gift. You're more of an overworld local than I am now. Any suggestions? Flowers, huh? That's a great idea. I've been underground for so long, I almost forgot what flowers smell like. Flowers it is, then. Can you lead the way? Summer. Was that always the name? Seems I was too young to get the irony back then. Sorry. I don't mean to sound cynical. Maybe it simply represents the people's hopes up here. Now that I think about it, sending flowers is quite the tradition in my family. Mom, Dad, Vash, and I, whenever something good happened, we sent each other flowers to celebrate. Do you want to hear a flower story? Each year for their anniversary, my dad would send my mom a bouquet of ball peonies wrapped in red paper. I heard that ball peonies represent love that knows no end. It does fit their marriage. My father is a famous surgeon in Belobog. Because of his fame, people in medical circles paid great attention to his surgeries. He always had a lot of stress to deal with. And each time he finished a tricky operation, my mom and I would buy a single stem of sunshine and then pin it on the chest pocket of his apron. Sunshines represent warmth and love of light. For patients on the verge of death, my dad might have been the only light to penetrate the darkness around them. Vash. Out of everyone in my family, I think he probably appreciated flowers the least. Still, I remember the day he received his offer from the medical academy. My parents took me to the florist, and we bought him the most expensive marquee stem in the shop. When we gave him the flower, he failed to hide his smile. You can't imagine how hard it was to get him to smile. As an orphan, I never knew my birthday. My adoptive parents took me to the overworld and made the day I joined the family my birthday. And each year on that day, my parents would give me a bouquet of first snow. And the number of stems represented how many years had passed since I joined the family. I only found out later that first snow represents beautiful memories. My parents gave me a beautiful childhood, and I still haven't had the chance to thank them for that.
Oh, but...
All done? May I have a look? Ball peonies. Nice pick. I wonder if Dad's... I knew you'd... Let's go. My mom... Mom!
Nat? Nat, is that you? Oh, come here, my darling.
It's been too long, Mom. Too long. Sorry. I don't usually get this emotional. How have you been, Mr. Oswell? Thank you so much for taking care of my parents these last 10 years.
I'm doing fine, Miss Natasha, just fine. Look at you. You've blossomed into a fine young woman. Such a pity that your father...
Dad, I was wondering where he is. Is he... I'm so sorry.
Don't be my...
It's not...
I apologize.
Oh, there's no... We have be the doctor.
She's always... With her help, I really wish... Let's head back.
Miss Natasha!
Mr. Oswell? I thought you headed back home with Mom. How come...
I apologize, Miss Natasha. As a matter of fact, there's something I have to tell you in person.
Something that Mom isn't supposed to know?
You haven't changed a bit. Smart and sensitive. The fact of the matter is, in the first 2 years after the passage was closed off, I received many letters from Master Vash.
What?
Of course, actually.
I don't...
That's why I... Of course.
The cold has... If what's in you? There'd be no... I need to leave the city.
Leave the city?
I know, Oh. Such harsh cold. It's hard to imagine anyone surviving in these conditions. Unless blizzard immunity is real. Let's hurry up. We need to find any clues that Vash may have left behind before both of us become ice sculptures.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Here, this looks like lab equipment. Maybe Vash left it behind. Oh, I want to go.
We need a strategy.
Citizens? Outside the walls? Hey, you two! Stop right there!
That's a Silvermane guard. Is he yelling at us? Oh, I'd almost forgotten. No one can leave Belobog without authorization. Looks like we need to talk our way out of this.
I can't say you sound suspicious, but I can't just take your word for it either.
Captain, look at her necklace. Maybe she's telling the truth.
It's the same as Dr. Vash's.
My brother does wear an identical necklace. Do you know him?
Are you really his sister? Dr. Vash saved a lot of my soldiers.
Saved?
Yes. Take a look at the... Aside from the... But thanks to the...
Medicine.
We don't know. Dr. Vash, the medicine is... Speak...
Oh, did the...
Side effect...
Because the city...
Thanks for the info.
Seemed here.
Thank you, Captain.
falters!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Hold on. That's a big guy over there. Did you see that? Oh, the blizzard immunity. I'm ready. It seems like precious medicine is working. So warm.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Forged in ice, never falters!
Forward! Let's rock!
Hit!
Forged in ice, never falters!
You can fight it or rock with it.
Forward!
Let's rock!
Done. That was my first time seeing you in battle. Let's have a look over there. It's Vash's. His last experiment was nearly 2 years ago? What happened after that? It doesn't seem to suggest he was working to improve blizzard immunity. Brother, where are you? What happened? Sorry. I needed to take a moment. After receiving the letters Mr. Oswald kept from me, I was hoping things might have ended differently. I shouldn't have asked you to come with me to such a dangerous place. what he's done. Or can I say I miss him? Maybe I should feel glad. The medicine might not have been what he wanted it to be, but it came to something. Maybe he found some inner peace. You're right. There can be forgiveness for the crimes he committed. He didn't deserve the title of doctor. But maybe this blizzard immunity can now bring benefit to others, even if it was made by a monster. Maybe it's really all I can for life forms. His records and data with me and continue what he started. One day they'll see a perfect blizzard immunity. Before we leave, I'd like to ask for another favor. The last one, I promise. Should do. Hope it can withstand the snow. You're right. Let me think. Here lies Vash, my brother. That'll do. Thank you for helping me. I feel like a great weight has been lifted. So long, brother. Hope you don't forget Gad's teaching. A doctor does not get to choose his or her patient, my children. Remember, never say no to those who come to you for help. Again? How am I going to track down this crook? Oh, it's you! There have been a few unusual thefts on the dwelling over the past few days. The vagrants say that the parts they worked so hard to obtain have completely vanished. They're worried that there's a thief in the dwelling. Despite our investigations, no one has been able to track down the thief. What's even stranger is that the thief appears to be only interested in stealing parts and doesn't care about other valuable items. The vagrants had no choice but to ask Mr. Spara to look into it, but he still hasn't found anything. I investigated the matter myself, but I came up empty-handed. Jeez, I'm baffled. What a strange thief.
Are you also here to look into this case? Perhaps if we work together, we can uncover some clues that I missed. It's just, I haven't found enough clues yet. The thief is really tricky. They haven't left any traces in the dwelling. Oh, I heard the vagrants on patrol last night ran across the thief again, but I haven't had time to look into it. Should we go ask them? That sounds kind of weird. But actually, I think it's cool too. Now, let's get started. Sir, how are you? I heard you saw the thief who stole the parts last night. Can you tell us what happened?
Who's there? Oh, Clara, it's you. I thought it was... You scared the living daylights out of me. I did see the thief last night, but who is this person next to you? Trailblazer? Oh, I know. You're the outsider who's made a name for themselves around town, right? Oh, wow. I feel way better knowing that a big shot like you is here to catch the thief. Hold on. I'll explain what happened last night. Just let me gather my thoughts first. Okay. So, last night, I was on patrol when I bumped into the thief stealing the parts. Then I just... Goodness! Okay, I'll explain slowly. I was cold and hungry while on patrol last night, so I decided to return to the dwelling and heat up some leftover canned food for a snack. But when I entered the tent, the thief's silhouette scurried across my vision. I couldn't see the thief's face because the tent was so dark, but I could tell he wasn't a nice guy. Because when he turned to flee, he swung a knife right across my face. In that moment, I really thought I was going to die. I could feel the blades chill on my cheeks and smell its rusty scent. The weapon that fella had was definitely a metal one. That's the only thing I'm certain of. Also, I saw the outline of him in the dark. The fella's head was absolutely square. Yes, you heard me. Square. Can you believe that? Someone with a square head? It was truly terrifying.
Oh, you're right. I see. I'll jot it down. Sir, please take a deep breath. So, the thief was armed with a metal weapon and had a, square head, correct?
Yes! That's correct!
I'm struggling to make sense of these clues. Do you have any thoughts?
I'm sorry. I was too scared. When a shadow leaps out at you, who could possibly pay attention to such tiny details?
It seems that's everything. We now know one of the culprit's physical traits, and that he is extremely violent. But how can we track him down?
Ah, yes! I remember something! While the culprit was hurrying to escape, he knocked something over. He may have left some clues or something.
This is a crucial clue. Let's go investigate the crime scene together.
I think he ran that way. No one has touched the crime scene, so any traces he left behind should still be there. Please, catch the thief for us.
Take a look at these marks. These are very suspicious. Could they have been left by the culprit? They point in that direction. Let's go take a look.
Nice. Nice.
Look at these.
You can fight it or rock with it. Let's rock.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
The tracks stop here. This is where the mechanical... Oh, let's split up.
We need a strategy.
It's, tiny. It looks like it's in those tracks and... Yes, this small
Human. Injured. No. Hurt. Please don't.
It appears, is it...
Human parts.
It appears it's seen... Although this... Perhaps they're...
Run.
No. What should we do?
Hurt. Pain. No. Hurt. Don't. Pain. Suffer. Sorry. Parts. Sorry.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Sorry. Hurt. Suffer. Pain. No. Pain. Sorry. Sorry. Pain. Hurt. Sorry. Suffer. Sorry. Sorry. Pain. Sorry. Ow. Sorry.
It seems to have stopped working. Was it begging for mercy? I guess we should return this little fella and the parts. I think I can... I'll repair it. And if I can't, I'll ask Mr. Svarog for help. He always knows what to do.
Initiating assessment of the robot's condition. Please wait, Clara.
While Mr. Svarog is assessing this little fella, let's give it a quick checkup ourselves. This paint job and these custom parts, and the way the parts are attached, it's all quite strange. But one thing is for certain. This little fella is not under remote control. He's operating entirely of his own accord. Its design is, well, unique. I've never seen a robot with a design like this before. It really seems like something that was thrown together rather quickly. Its creator most likely didn't consider whether the system would function properly or not. Is it a failed robot pet creation that has been abandoned? But if it's a pet, then why would it gather parts itself? I've heard that some vagrants in the dwelling keep the little robots they find as pets. Some vagrants also make modifications to their pets, which they call pet upgrades. Pets like that are pretty rare, but some of the folks who have them have formed a small community to share ideas. Some are interested in nurturing robots. Others force them into battle. If my memory serves me right, the parts this little fella stole were originally designed for that kind of pet upgrade. The vagrants, or to be more accurate, the majority of the people in the underworld, regard robots as nothing more than tools. But I disagree. Robots have their own thoughts and feelings. It's great that you understand what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I just suddenly felt some strong emotions. Let's get back to work on repairing the small robot. This jack's placement is odd. The chip is buried deep inside. If you don't look closely enough, you won't even find it.
Assessment of the robot's condition is complete. The shell damage is estimated to be 98.2%. The assessment concludes that a total recovery is impossible. It is recommended that the robot's external shell be removed and replaced, while keeping the outer circuitry and related transmission devices.
You can always rely on Mr. Svarog to come up with a brilliant idea. So, I guess we'll have to go find a new robot shell to fix it, right? I'm not sure if anyone sells this kind of thing. However, there must be some robot shells lying around the machine graveyard. Everyone calls it a graveyard, but there are actually lots of useful parts buried there. I'm gonna return the parts to the vagrants first. Then I'll check on the little fella. Can I trust you to find a shell in the machine graveyard, big brother? Really? You could have what it takes to be a prospector. Then, I'll entrust this task to you, big brother. Look for Toby at the front entrance. His appearance is crude, but he's the robot most familiar with the machine graveyard. Just follow Toby.
Hello, guests of Miss Clara. Please. Miss Clara has a... Would you like to engage in super speed mode? If so, please confirm by spinning counterclockwise 10 times, then clockwise by 270.
Turn it up. Let's rock. Keep up. You can fight it or rock with it.
They come.
We need a strategy.
Turn it up.
Land! Forward! Hit! We're forged in ice. Never falters!
Keep up. You can fight it or rock with it.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
We have arrived at our first destination. This mod...
Robot...
We are on our way... Caution! You have exceeded the speed limit. Please obey Bellabog traffic laws. On the road, safety is the top priority.
Turn it up.
Please. And victory!
Land! Forward!
Keep up. Let's rock. You can fight it or rock with it.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
We have arrived at our second destination. This module is called the Beetle, which is this machine.
That is such a...
Your trip has concluded. I appreciate you putting your trust in Toby. A 5-star review for this trip has been automatically generated for you. You're welcome.
Clara, it's time for a break. You shouldn't repair machines when you have negative emotions. It's bad for your physical and mental health.
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. I'm fine. Oh, you're back already. How did it go? Did Toby help? I finished extracting. Although its appearance has changed a lot, I think we did a good... Incompatible? What? Incompatible?
Risk level.
Big brother, watch out!
Incompatible. 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 Incompatible.
The will forged in ice never falters!
Terminate. Terminate.
Ew, why did...
Troubleshooting. Assessment. The system on the chip and the new hardware are incompatible, causing the current issue.
It appears to... But I need to look at... Thank you, Big Brother. Mr. Svarog?
Accessing the...
I should come... It's getting late. Where to now? Is that all?
Gotcha.
Keep up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
at all.
Turn it up! You can fight it, or rock with it! Luke, keep up!
Man! Forward!
At all.
Luke. You can fight it, or rock with it! can fight it or rock with it.
The wheel forged in ice never falters.
Let's rock.
ice.
So close and yet so far. You'll have to pick up the pace.
There's no way through here. We need to think of a way to cut her off. Don't worry about locked doors, benefactors. We can use the conveyor belts.
Will of Preservation!
Let's rock! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Stay calm.
Land! Forward! Reach the end of the story in your own way. Will of Preservation!
Welcome, Astral Expressers. Looks like you caught me.
Admit it, Kafka. You planned for us to come here.
I didn't plan to speak too highly of...
Best future? Best for who?
If I said best for the universe, would you believe me?
We're taking you to see the...
Oh, thanks. We don't have much time. If I were you, I'd make a move before...
In the name of Landau, the will forged in ice never falters!
Not so fast. Feeling
It's end here. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
something for everybody. Ready? See you later.
Hope you're prepared.
Zoning out. I can help. Watch your feet.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! forged in ice never falters!
Not so fast. How does that feel?
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! Let's rock!
My turn.
See you later. Pretty good crowd today. Zoning out.
Look at the draw. Please, and victory!
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Welt Yang, will forged in ice never falters! They're ready.
See you later.
I'm still needed.
Time for a day off.
Zoning out. Watch your feet.
Land the blaze. Land! Forward!
Not so fast. How does that feel? Everybody ready? Zoning out.
I have to keep going.